Hey folks, Valentin the Mad here, and today I'll share some thoughts on the response mechanics in Operator. Not a full overview, we have that in an interview format with the dev, but just some thoughts on the cool things there and what could use some improvements. So the first chase feature is of course the head damage, and yeah, you do have a pretty cool variety of those and they will deliver a very nice effect. So you have some different variations for shotguns and for rifles. And what also very much stands out here is of course the chunks. From what I saw the amount varies, but when you get a generous amount, yeah, that is quite something. I think I very much loved in The Last of Us is particularly the chunks aspect of it, and we have that here as well. I think the way to improve it, and it can be improved further, is to diversify those. So some chunks of bones, some eyes, teeth, and basically the part of the face that get removed, the chunks could fit what would have been there. But even as it is, as I mentioned, I think it delivers a very strong effect, and those by the way do stay, as you'll see in the Aftermath showcase later on. As for the wounds, you basically have visible feedback. So you have a hole, and there is some blood around it. As you can see, the blood doesn't look great, particularly the color of it and how it sits, so hopefully to get addressed later down the line. But for now, I think you very much have visible feedback for the non-head damaging hits. And we do actually have a little bit more in this aspect, so I first saw it when I was streaming, but apparently the shotgun now activates kind of a rough multiplayer thing. Won't blow you away, but I think it is pretty cool. As for the blood spilling, it is very basic at this stage. So pretty much response times on the impacts, and some additional spurting from the head damage. On walls though, you will see them dripping down, which is also quite cool. Problem is, they can sometimes drip down where it isn't appropriate. But I will say, even with those very basic mechanics, and looks that I think can very much be improved, you still will get very cool results and some very nice aftermath. And once again the chunks play quite a big role in that. So of course, there is quite a lot of room to improve here, and what immediately comes to mind to me are two things. Last of Us style blood pools, I think that speaks for itself, and blood trails. Not just for bleeding when you are injured, of course that is required, but on particularly bloody shots, so headshots, definitely could have a blood trail from where he was hit to where he fell, and even the occasional torso and even limb shots, let's say in case an artery was hit. Doesn't have to be calculated, just perhaps a random chance if you basically got hit in the somewhat appropriate area. Now as for the aftermath and how much mess stays. So, welcome to Queen Real Estate. As you know, we're always expanding. We began with a tanning salon, then we got haircuts, we got an art store, and now we are into real estate as well. And let me show you this beautiful house. So we have two salons, we have two bedrooms, quite a spacious kitchen. You'll see, I think you'll love it. Let's get right into it. So, this is the entryway. And you don't mind those guys are the previous tenants. We're partially doing a paint job, it's gonna be all red. requires just a little bit more paint. Apologize for the dirt. So yeah, so here is our kitchen and first salon. Which is quite beautiful, as you can see, very spacious. Basically for all of your cooking needs. Salon, also beautiful. Fireplace. Fireplace, this is just fantastic, and I see this guy still has a head. Gotta fix that. Yeah, so, pardon me. Just a beautiful salon eating place with the fireplace. Just fantastic. And sorry about those leaks, we're gonna have to address that. Apologies about that. Let me show you the second salon. Oh, so over here we have a bath and restroom. And this is the second salon, also. Just a beautiful, glorious fireplace. Absolutely. Yeah, as you can see, there were many tenants in this building. But I think for a small family, it is just absolutely perfect. Many tenants, many chunks of tenants, and by the way, all those chunks stay. I will of course make sure it is all cleaned before you guys move in, if you proceed with the purchase. But yeah, until then, all of the chunks, I think, actually stay. Which is pretty impressive when I think about it. So, first bedroom. As you can see, just absolutely beautiful. Very nice bedroom, once again. More tenants. Apologies. We have the laundry room, and yeah, once again, more tenants, more paint, more things to sweep, or perhaps scrap off if it's kind of dry. Now we're going to our final, yeah, so here we have also a restroom and a bathroom. Some paint and, yeah, more tenants. So I think beautiful house, perfect for your family, for you. What do you say? As for the animations, I'll begin with the good. The insta-falls on the headshots are very nice. Just weighty, good stuff, and insta lights out. What also will very much stand out is the response animations while the character is moving. Yeah, it is pretty specific, but it does look very cool. Physics are involved and honestly looks better than some AAA games I covered here on the channel. Now as for the rest, the ideas themselves are actually quite good, so characters can be dropped, they can or at least could shoot from that down state, there's a disabled state, or an active ragdoll. And there is a state when the character can get up, but he is incapable of fighting. So, as you can see, lots of very cool ideas that I very much hope will be properly implemented, but at this stage, yeah, it is very rough, everything from the ragdolls, their arms getting in pretty awkward positions, kind of still in a gun-holding state in a way. The way they are getting up. So yeah, it very much does need an overhaul, but hopefully the ideas of the functionality itself will remain as they are. In conclusion, I think for now, for a very basic response for early access, this will do. The game frankly has like bigger fish to fry, but hopefully later on we will get an update of Gore 2.0 with better wounds, better butt spinning, once again with a focus on butt rails and rest of us style butt pose, and definitely animation responses 2.0. The difference those ideas, if fleshed out, can deliver can be just absolutely mind-blowing. If you recall the active recto update for ground branch, if the ideas as they are here are gonna get fleshed out, it's basically gonna be that but on steroids. So, hope you enjoyed this video, do let me know what you think in the comment section, and subscribe for more content coming your way soon. Until next time.